can't even get it out. As a rookie that she is, it's amazing how she communicates.
That's our ace in the hole. She's remarkably good for a rookie. That's what's seen us, do as well as we have this early on in her career.
She's a rookie in the IndyCar series, but she almost won a championship in Formula BMW as well as the Atlantic series there. So she's no rookie to racing, and it's showing it today. Great communication between this team. After all, she does know 5 different languages.
Yeah, all right. Well, let's look at this here. Is Helio going to make a move? Yeah, look to the inside,
but the one thing he can do when he really is that able to stay behind Marco, he can save fuel, use that draft. He can ease back off the throttle and just pace off of that. So since Helio is the only one car that went 31 laps on their first conditions, we just heard from Mike Cannon and Simona, she did 30. So no one's done as many as that guy right there, Helio number 3. So if somebody could pull off that whole idea of just a 2-stop strategy, he'd be the one.
Yes.
I think.
But Michael Cannon said, as we both believe, that he needs help. I still think Helio needs help.
You know what I love about you, Jan?
I don't give up.
You make a commitment and you stick with it.
That's right.
Yeah. Well, that's the word that every driver's used around this track is commitment. If you want to be fast and good around here, you need commitment. Jan's just taking it from a different perspective up here in the booth.
Well, you don't want to waffle, like you said. You gotta make your picks.
Right now, Marco knows Helio's back there, but he also knows that Helio's not going to do anything stupid and do a dive bomb pass. If Helio's going to do something, he's going to do it clean, or Marco's going to really sense that Marco's made a mistake, and he'll say, oh, I messed that up. I better just give that to Helio, and I'll get back behind him. So nothing crazy is going to happen between these guys. Right now, they know there's still plenty of racing left. And we're thinking Marco is probably about 4 laps away from being in.
3 to 4 laps is what I would say for Marco.
Justin Wilson has just made the fastest lap of the race. He is currently in 10th position, showing the charter on the side pods this weekend for Dreyer and Reinbold Racing. Running in 10th position, he just passed Alex Lloyd to go into the top 10. He started 11th, so he's moved up 1 position, and here is the way he got the 10th spot. Down in turn number 5, the best passing zone on the whole racetrack, and a very clean pass of Alex Lloyd.
Alex was kind of thinking, I'm going to come back at you. But that's good to see with Justin. He's on the red sidewalls, and, what we saw from him when they went to the red sidewalls just in the qualifying, he kind of lost the balance of the race car a little bit and a little bit of speed. But right now, he must like what he's getting from those tires, setting the fastest lap.
55 out of 90 laps in the books at Barber Motorsports Park. Marco Andretti leads.
Hi.
54 races since he was in victory lane. And Marco Andretti currently leads the Indy Grand Prix of Alabama, presented by Legacy Credit Union.
Should be close to pit stop. If he goes too much longer.
There he
goes. I was like, he went too much longer. I'd start getting worried. So that's right on schedule, what we thought.
And really, guys, I just have this feeling they're just trying to get it over with. Kyle Moyer says bring him in, where I thought they were going to wait another lap or 2. But I think they're getting it over with. A fresh set of Firestone Firehawks are going to go on. And, of course, they're going to dump as much fuel as they can possibly get into this, Delara. All is clean and clear. Now he's just hoping that some yellows come out, and maybe, just maybe, he can make it to the end of the race.
Well, Jan, you and I both think it's more than just 1 or 2 laps of yellow that he's going to need there to get to the end of the race. But that can happen.
Notice there on the pointer, you saw his pit exit speed. The limit is 50, and he was right at 49 and 50 miles an hour.
50 is okay. 51, you're serving a penalty. There's no wiggle room.
And it's a pretty neat deal. All it is a button on the steering wheel that you press that button. It keeps the car at that speed. But when you come into pit road, it's the driver's responsibility to get it down to that 50-mile-an-hour mark. You can't just press the button and it does the work for you. You got to get it to 50, but then the button keeps it there.
Helio has not been out of the top 3 since the green flag dropped at this race. He has led 7 laps. Marco Andretti has led 38. Will Power 12, and Helio has now led 8 laps.
And Helio's in a good position right now. He wants to lay down as fast as laps as he can, because he definitely was being held up by Marco. So now is the chance to lay down some fast laps, give yourself a little bit of cushion on where he was to Marco earlier. So what he's trying to do is, when he comes into the pits, he wants to come out ahead of Marco. But he's got some traffic up ahead of him, and that could flip-flop that whole deal of trying to make that position up on Marco. Does that make sense? You with me on that?
I'm with you.
Okay.
I'm definitely with you. Great look there at Graham Rahal, who has been struggling this weekend to find the kind of setup and the speed that he wants. He says, we never gave up, but boy, we've thrown everything at this car. We can't quite make it into my comfort zone.
And he will go at least one more race for Sarah.
Oh, here's a good battle. I think Wilson's going to go for it.
That's Ryan Briscoe.
Oh, he is all over him.
And Conway.
Yep. Andy Silvestro.
Ooh, look at that. A little bit of kind of fisticuffs, if you will, a little bit with Kanaan and Conway.
Oh, another sandwich.
Gosh. And
Viso has spun, but we'll keep going.
back underway. That's in turn 5. But boy, that's a quick split. 130 miles an hour. They did that with Milcaduno, Conway, and Kanaan. Woo!
Helio completes another pit stop, Dario completes a pit stop.
Which should put him a lap or 2 short.
Yep.
So again, we focus back on Castroneves. He needs to go another lap or 2 for that strategy to work. He can make
that's exactly what they're trying to coax out of Helio Castroneves right now. They also told him that at this point in time, what he needs to do is use the overtake button if it can gain him some advantage over Scott Dixon. The magic number for them is 60. To be comfortable, they'd like to come in on 61.
Well,
if he can do it. And isn't that interesting? I'm saying, hey, he's got to go as fast as he can and use the overtake button just to where he cycles out with Marco. But also, you got to save fuel. You got to get to lap 61.
Rafael Matos made a pit stop, and here is Scott Dixon making a pit stop. And the Target Ganassi driver goes back out there. That's Andretti coming down the front stretch.
Look at that position on Dixon.
Pretty good gap there. Marco right now, I mean, he's got no one in front of him, Jan. He wants to get busy and get after it because he knows the guy he was racing with, Helio, is going to be cycling through the pit box, and he doesn't want to give that position up with whatever's going to transpire on pit road between the 2 teams.
But it'll only take one more. Oh,
and
he's
Helio's
on the pit
lane.
Oh, he's right on the verge of being able to make this.
Lap 61.
Gets rid of a tear off as he heads for the pit box.
Yeah, for a couple laps, they've been telling Helio as soon as you hit traffic, get in here. Here he goes, at 8.7, he's out. We need to see Bob. Is he going to get out of here before Marco Andretti passes?
Oh, Marco's going to go.
So,
but There's two different strategies at play in that Marco